Oh, just wow. Hello and welcome, all you junkies out there. Welcome to another Thursday night chit chat with the junkies. And well, Maggie worked early this morning. She woke up at 4 o'clock. Yeah,
And I gotta do it again.
and she's got to do it again. So she'll probably split out of here pretty soon, so she can get back to sleep, and because she has to work tomorrow, which means I'm probably going to be going to Busch Gardens all by myself
Again.
But I was looking over here. Good old Q times. The Congo River Rapids, 75 minutes. Kumba, well, closed. Cheetah Hunt, 70 minutes. Cobra's Curse, 50. Montu, 40. Iron Gwazi, 60 minutes. Falcon's Fury, even a 20-minute ride, a 20-minute wait for something that's normally a walk-on. Phoenix Rising, now this I find hard to believe, 15 minutes. Okay. Serengeti Flyer, 10 minutes. Now, if they're both operating both A-side and B-side, yes, 10 minutes is definitely doable. Air Grover, yeah, that's always 5 minutes, unless it's really, really crowded with a lot of little kids. Then I can see that going up to about 30. Sheikah's at 60 minutes. The Flume is even at 20 minutes, and Tigress at 15 minutes. So yeah, the front of the park and the Congo River Rapids all have really long waits, including Sheikah. But Sheikah looks like had a 15-minute wait time up to about 4:30, 4:20, 4:42. Then it jumped up to 60 minutes. So yeah, Cheetah Hunt actually hit 120 minutes after lunch, between 1 and 2 o'clock. So what is going on? Iron Gwazi, pretty much ever since the park opened, well, an hour after the park opened, 60-minute wait time all day long. At least it's consistent. I did see, I believe it was Cobra's Curse, actually hit 130 minutes between 1 and 2 o'clock. Then it dropped down, then it spiked up, and now it's down to 50 minutes. Yeah. Hello, good evening, Matt. How you doing? We're just talking about wait times here in general when it comes to Busch Gardens, and the fact that tomorrow is gonna be Good Friday, so it's beginning of Easter weekend. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be out of the schools, so I think it's going to be crowded. I mean, just looking at this, I think some people skip school.
You little stinker.
Well, yes, just as I figured, our baby girl bird decided to fly off the rope and fly over to the boys. Step up, Fatso. There we go.
Come here, you little stinker.
I don't believe I did get the survey sent to me. But I did get a chance to see it. Hi, sweetie. You want to say hi to all the junk? Come here.
Gotta hold on to her.
Say hi to the junkies. This is Fatso.
Our only girl.
It's our only girl cockatiel. Yeah. Yeah. You see yourself there? You look in the camera. She's like, which side is my good side? There we go. Okay. She just wanted to go back to her cage. Yeah, no, I didn't see the survey. I don't know if they want my opinion.
Good night, big
honestly.
girl.
I think I give them my opinion in the videos that I make.
Shh.
I did notice there's a few things that makes me believe that they do watch all these videos. Yeah. Well, it's is it? They're still doing crew previews, right? At Epic, or did they start past member previews? I do know that they were definitely doing it for. They invited a whole bunch of influencers out there. What I thought was really funny is they invited okay, pass holder previews. Nice. We will soon be pass holders of Epic. I mean of Universal. Just gotta wait until we get a few more. I think when we hit 2,000 subscribers, I think then we can probably look to shooting at getting Universal passes.
Well, what is our total?
Currently?
Yep.
Well, you want to do the drum roll? 1,391 subscribers as of right now.
Wow.
And we also have a total of 5 members. And I got
great.
Let me give you guys a shout out. Thank you very much for becoming a Junkie Junior member.
Thank you very much.
For only $1 a month, you get basically I'll drop all my videos in the members only area first. So you guys, as a member of the channel, you get to
Hush.
Hey, she just wanting to say hi and good night to everybody. See, now you stop being my squirrel. For $1 a month, you get to see all these videos before they go to the general public. Plus, there is also some exclusive videos just for you. Concerts, shows, unedited, without all the copyrighted stuff taken out. You guys get to see the full version. While I have a edited version for the rest of the public. And so here it is. Our 5 members. We have Fight Back Media Group. That's my good old buddy Willie at Guest Services.
Yay.
Thank you, Willie, for becoming a member. We got Ernest, Brad, Vinny, and Matthew.
Yay.
So thank you, you 5 wonderful members. Thank you for joining. And it is you guys that really help out the channel a lot. That is just that extra little bit that we can use towards our annual passes and towards taking other trips to other parks. As a matter of fact, there is a Universal trip to Epic Universe coming up in the Not so near future, but let's just say in about maybe 6 to 9 months, we'll be heading out there. And yeah. And I know you guys want the on-ride POVs and stuff like that, but unfortunately, Universal has a thing where you cannot record on the rides. But I'm sure you've already seen them. Just do a YouTube search, you'll find them. People have probably brought in hidden cameras,
which they weren't supposed to do.
And recorded it. So you will see them pop up, I'm sure. What I'm more excited to see when I go to the park is the immersion. The theming, that is going to be really... I think I will be struck with awe and speechless when we go, because it's going to be you're walking into an entirely new world. Yeah, spoiler, I've been watching videos. Well, I have to. As a content creator, I have to watch other content creators and see what they do and make sure I don't copy them as like they do. So yeah, I do want to thank you members and thank you subscribers. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button down there on the bottom. I did want to give you a little brief update on some certain things that I saw. Now, here's one thing that you guys might be a little bit interested in. Now, this here is the RC trucks and the RC boats area. And right here is the bumper car building, the Ubanga Banga bumper cars. Now, watch when I flip the page. You see what's there? They look like airplanes to me. And this looks like a railroad train. Yep. The Bush Flyers, it even says it right there when you zoom in. And the train ride will be coming back. Right next to the Ubanga Banga bumper cars. And this here is the pathway to go to the Congo River Rapids. And they already have a lot of this wall and rock work. And there is this bit of shelter that's here. So all they would need to do, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure all of this pathing is all here. They have a thing that goes underneath. Oh, I blew up the picture too much. So yeah, they already have this pathing here, and then this here, and this pathing here, because they had the remote controls here for the trucks and the boats. Or was the boats remote? I'm not sure if the remote controls were on this wall or on this wall. But yeah, that's... they will have to do a little bit of work in between the two. But as you can see there, just like I've been saying for the past year, I think, the Bush Flyers and at least one other ride. But the Bush Flyers, I definitely said, was coming back. And they're also bringing back the train. I don't think they're bringing back the cycles. Yes, T-Dog. Welcome to the Thursday night Chit Chat. There is a interview behind a paywall. And yes, the park president said that $37 million will be invested in both Busch Gardens and Adventure Island. So both the water park and Busch Gardens. And that brings me to the other work that is being done here in Jungala, which is actually now going to be called Wild Oasis. Pretty much sure this is going to take up a big chunk. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this is going to take out a big chunk of that $37 million. Probably close to $10 million of it going right here. And in the article, what I did catch out of the article, a lot of that money will be going to, the edge of Africa. They are fixing up the edge of Africa where they had the meerkats. They're fixing up that area, and they're fixing up Wild Oasis. They're going to be moving the kiddie rides. What else was there? There might be some in there. Now, this is just my speculation. There might be some in there to help fix Kumba, to bring it back to life. And of course, they're going to probably spend another few millions, probably $5 million or so, over at the water park, sprucing it up. But yeah, that is true. $37 million being invested into Tampa. And that was an interview with actually the park president. Speaking of the new park president, Jeff Davis. All right, well, say goodnight to Maggie. Maggie's going night-night. She has to wake up early tomorrow. Good night, dear.
Night.
See you in the morning, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Now, where was I again? I think they are, or they might already have more meerkats. Definitely revamping the whole viewing area. I saw plans about that too. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. Okay. So, yeah, there's going to be some money, I think, to help fix Kumba. Now, don't take my word for it, but we're crossing our fingers and hoping that they do open up Kumba. But all of the edge of Africa is getting redone. Their viewing areas and their habitats are getting redone. Past couple of visits, I saw it was all dug up. The tree was all dug up. Everything was all dug up in that area. So it's a very good chance that they might be getting new meerkats, or just putting, I think they still have 2 left. 1 or 2 left. So they can probably be putting those 1 or 2 back there where they belong. They took them away from that location because I believe it was Milton. When Milton came through, Milton did quite a bit of damage to the Busch Gardens. And good evening, Ernest. How you doing? You just missed it. I was just talking about you becoming a member, and here you are. You just missed it, though. Was giving a shout out to all you members, and you now show up. Were your ears burning you heard that I was talking about you. Um, so, yeah, there is a lot of work being done on the edge of Africa, and a lot of work being done in the park. And I'm getting very good vibes about the new park president that we have, because he basically said when he first showed up that he was disappointed in uh, having the park turned over to him in the condition that it was, and he wanted to see all the rides reopened. So uh, ever since then, we got the Congo River Rapids back opened. We had Shikra that was down, but that was down due to annual maintenance. Not sure about the log flume, if that was really annual maintenance or not. But things that were down, he was working on trying to get back up and operational within a good time frame. And I do see him around the park quite often, which is very refreshing. He doesn't mind stopping and talking to the guest. I haven't heard if he stops and talks to the ambassadors yet or not. But I'm starting to get some good vibes about this guy. And there is talk, I think, about maybe doing something with that area in the future. But currently, the lion and the hyena areas, I know they just recently got a little bit of a refresh. I thought your ears were burning. But yeah, they have the work walls just past the hyenas. So from the hyenas to the what were they? They look like pelicans. They're big birds. Um, but yeah, they have a work wall just over the meerkats, and they had a porcupine or two there in that whole area. And that's where they're basically working in. Now, this here is blueprints and information about just the Wild Surge ride. And this is from Illuminated Integration. So this is actually stuff that they're going to be doing with adding lasers, screens, speakers. Yeah, I'm not sure which one of these. I got to blow them up and look at them in more detail, but there's definitely going to be. This is the ride itself, and this is. I guess there's going to be screens on this wall, on both walls, speakers. This is a whole Wild Oasis area, so it looks like here they're going to have a new queue line to get into it. And I'm not sure, but it looks like placement of speakers throughout the whole entire area. As you can see, this is taken when the old ride was there, but they got this tower is no longer there, and they got new seats that they just showed on Facebook and Instagram. Yep. So they have mounts here and here for the video screens, speakers on both sides. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but laser projection. onto the walls. And this is actually something to have to do with when they announced this ride. They said there's going to be 4 different experiences, kind of like when you ride Phoenix Rising. There's 4 different experiences. You got 4 different Phoenixes. Um, I can't remember all the names, but I know there's like Igneous, Aqua, I think, or Glacius, and yeah, I can't remember all the names, but yeah, that is going to be what they're going to be doing, is giving you a different visual experience every time you go on that ride. And it might be, I'm not sure, but it might look like you can pick what you want. And yeah, this is all the technical details about the wiring and how the speakers are done and how the programming is set. And but yeah, there is a lot of information where you look at it. Yeah, it talks about a scavenger hunt, uh, drop tower scavenger hunt, cover sheet, low voltage, line voltage. Yeah. So yeah, this gives you all the good details. Actually, T-Dog, when I was there, when was I there? Yes, the Congo train station is actually opened. Yeah, and that right there, talking about the stories, I think this is going to be, this has something to do with the different stories. Toucan and Macaw interactive, Leafcutter Ant interactive, Jaguar interactive, and Goliath Tarantula interactive. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. Find the animals of the jungle and share their wisdom here. But it does have something to do with the ride Wild Surge somehow. That's all I can think of, because why would you have all of this interactive scavenger hunt type of stuff along with the ride, unless this company is doing all of the audio video interactive stuff. But I don't think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that these stories here have something to do with the projection screens and when you experience the ride itself. So it's going to be the same old drop tower, but with a brand new addition to it. A whole audio visual. Hopefully, it's not too overboard for those who are sensory sensitive. Yeah, it may send some kids into shock if they're really bad at that. Um, yeah, they do have the best drop tower in the world, but at least this one here, um, it's not intimidating. I think you can get more kids to ride this one. So that's what they want to do, is they want to make it more family friendly. But along with making it more family friendly and drawing in more crowds, we have a big, huge elephant in the room. That is Epic Universe. And unfortunately, if other parks don't wise up and start getting new rides and new experiences that are out of this world, they're going to start losing a lot of guests to Epic Universe. I'm pretty sure about that. Just from the videos that I saw, it's amazing. But I'm sure, they'll probably get sick and tired of it after a while, and they'll want to go back to the good old Busch Gardens or SeaWorld or Disney or wherever else. But hopefully that will also bring the guests that are coming just for Epic Universe, hopefully that will bring them into the area and say, well, while we're here in Florida, which park has the best roller coasters in the world? They'll come right here to Tampa for Iron Gwazi. And hopefully they can keep all the other rides opened up. So, because we do have a pretty nice lineup. Granted, most of it is B&M, but we do have a good lineup, and if they can reopen Kumba, which is a legend in itself, hopefully they will definitely come running here. Yeah, we're gonna hold off and wait a little bit, but we will be going to Epic. I just gotta get some vacation time from work. I've been holding off because I'm waiting for the restaurant update. But I've been doing some work trying to get things adjusted a little bit better. I might have to move things around to make it more like the log flume. And Shikra too, actually. Shikra is kind of like in not the right place. So I gotta figure out something on how to move something around so that way the path and everything else lines up just right. I think I'm gonna have to pull out the Sky Ride a little bit further out. The mid station turn. I think I might have to pull that out a little bit further out towards the back of the park. But yeah, it's a slow work in progress. I wish I had more time to get to it. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get to it at times. Especially with everything that's happening lately. So yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna fix that. Especially for console. I know there's quite a bit of limitations because it is on a console, but I think a memory limitation should be something to easily get by, unless it's something that they're limiting how many pieces or how big the file is because of performance. But yeah, I think I'm going to just go ahead and finish up what I can and go ahead and save it and post it up to the workshop when I get it finalized. I think I got a couple more videos I'm going to make with it. And then, yeah, SeaWorld is... I haven't been to SeaWorld as often as I've been to Busch Gardens, but I do know That would be a nice park to make. A lot of water. Oh, okay. So it's a laggy. It's a graphics console issue. Okay. Um, yeah. Wonder if there's a way to fix that. Way to get around that, maybe. Um, yeah. The only thing I can think of is like 4K blueprints, saving things as a blueprint, and then um, I think you can upload the blueprints to the workshop, and I can grab them from there and then throw them into the park. Um, as far as Halloween goes, no, I haven't heard anything about it. Actually, I heard something. I'm going to have to probably look at the queue line for Tigress, but from what I heard, there's some, they cleared out some area back there by Tigress, by the queue line, whereas usually they have the vampires, the uh, the Forgotten, usually is back there. So I'm not sure exactly what I heard about that, but I'm going to have to check that out. Mm, yeah, yeah. Hopefully it comes in with the update. I haven't checked the logs yet, the change logs, but yeah, hopefully this next update, which is coming out Tuesday, I believe, um, will hopefully fix that. A lot of fixes, and the nice thing is, a lot of things that I didn't think that they would do. So, um, I all I know is I think I gotta find them. Good thing I took pictures of them. I got Halloween tickets, but being that Maggie and I are now both platinum, we can actually, let me switch this camera here. Enough of looking at that ride. Um, now that both Maggie and I are platinum, we can go to Halloween for the first weekend for free. All weekend long, I think. Well, we're going to try both Friday and Saturday. I know I had no problems doing it both Friday and Saturday. I was able to get my wristband just by showing my pass. Um, but you can't get two wristbands off the same pass on the same day. Yeah, I tried another person scanning it, and they said, "Nope, you've already been scanned." I was trying to get a wristband for Maggie that day, but that didn't work. Um, don't try it. It doesn't work. But we did get, there was a Hollow Scream sale where I think it was like $25 a ticket or something. You buy two for 50 or something like that. So I decided, just in case Maggie doesn't become platinum, at least we'll have a couple of tickets that we can use whenever. So we can get at least 2 or 3 visits in for this year's Halloween. Yeah, let me make sure I still have those. I'll look that up later. Um, so, any other questions? Because I'm about ready to call it a night. um, um, yeah, yeah, I'm getting tired myself. I've been working all day, and then I get a visit from one of my old bosses that I haven't seen for ages, probably 15 years at least. Um, so yeah, I plan on going there tomorrow. I'm not sure. I will definitely get whatever updates I can, but I don't think I'm going to be doing too much tomorrow because of how crowded it may be. Yeah, it was a real early sale, and I'm like, got to get it while I can. Um, and hopefully this year we can get the camera set up to um, go inside the houses and give you a good walkthrough of the houses with better video this time. Um, here's hoping. Here's hoping they are turning a new leaf. Uh, can't say anything for the people that work there, though. I do know. All I can say is Jeff, the new park president, is definitely aware of all the talk. He is definitely aware of the disappointment that people have had. Um, he's definitely aware of social media. He's been running parks for almost all his life. Before he came to Busch Gardens Tampa, he was in SeaWorld San Antonio. And before that, he was up in Philadelphia at Sesame Place. So he's been with the company for quite some time. And from what I've heard in previous uh, locations, the staff really liked him. Um, so here's hoping that Jeff Davis can definitely, yeah, he has already had experience with the other parks. So I think he'll be a great fit um, for Busch Gardens Tampa. And hopefully we can keep him for a few years. Hopefully it's not going to be one of these things where, okay, well, he's just a temporary president until we get another person in from corporate or something. Because he is corporate. I don't know if he's a corporate guy. If you know, you know. But he is still, they transfer them within corporate. So maybe he might just turn things around at Busch Gardens to make a lot more money for the company. And in order to do that, you need to improve the guest experience. However that is done, um, looking at social media, looking at the Facebook, um, seeing what people say about the park, uh, especially when rides are closed, you know. And I saw this, seriously, I've seen this personally. I was there and all the rides were open this one day that I was there. Everything was open except for Kumba. Even the Congo train station was open. And all because the Kumba was down. And I think temporarily, no, okay, the Sky Ride was also not running because of wind. And Falcon's Fury temporarily, because of high winds, was shut down. And I think Cheetah Hunt shut down temporarily because of an issue. Those temporary ones, you know, you can't predict those. But a couple of rides were down temporarily, and plus Kumba was down indefinitely. They're like, oh, half the rides are down. Why do we pay so much to come here? Plus pay $40 for parking and this and that. Well, yeah, I can agree with you, but you know what? If you have a problem, Busch Gardens has this thing where if a ride or two are down because of inclement weather or because of other things, go to guest services and don't raise a ruckus, but say, hey, this and this were down and we didn't get to have the best experience. And we were not really happy with our experience today because these rides were down. Guess what? They'll give you a ticket to come back. You know why? Because they don't want to give you a refund. So if you go there saying, hey, can we get a refund for our tickets? Because, yeah. Oh, well, we'll give you a return ticket. So here you go. You get a return ticket to come back. Now, if you're from out of state or out of the country, you get, I think, 5 years to come back. If you're from inside of Florida, I think they give you a year to come back. But, it's, hey, they'll give you a return ticket to come back when the rides are open. I don't know if my phone would handle low light better than a GoPro. I might try that. Yeah, I don't think parking will get cheaper. I think they try to get most of their money out of the parking. But if you're at least a silver level pass member or higher, you don't have to pay for parking. Bronze, though, yeah, bronze you do. Silver, gold, platinum, you don't have to pay for parking. And any pass holder, you don't have to pay for the Sky Ride. Yeah, exactly. A return ticket means future revenue. That means when you come back to the park, you're going to have to spend lunch. You're probably going to get some souvenirs. So that means you're going to spend more money. Instead of giving you money, your money back, yeah, come back, and so that way you can spend more money in our park. Well, at least with the bronze, you can ride the Sky Ride for free. So, yeah, I looked at that when we first started being pass members. We went with the silver just because of the parking. And I think it's still only like $15 a month. And with how often I go, Maggie, well, with her work schedule, she's not able to go as often as I go. Actually, there's only a couple of weeks during spring break where we didn't go. But 3, 4, let's just say 50 times a year, it well pays for itself. Any tips? There are so many tips. If you're not, I would suggest getting at least a silver pass member. That way you don't have to pay for parking. You get the discounts. The silver is probably $30 more than a day ticket. So yeah, when you factor in parking, silver is very affordable. And you don't have to actually pay all of that up front. You can go on a month by month. Yeah, go from the back of the park to the front. So when you get there, you want to book it all the way back to Congo River Rapids area. The only problem with that, though, is they block you at the hospitality house, the bird gardens, and they block you at the alligators until 10:30. So your only option is Iron Gwazi until 10:30, and all the shops up front. But yeah, once you get to the back of the park, now I thought of a good way to do this. What you would do is you would go to Nairobi, take the Nairobi train all the way back to Stanleyville. That way you're there by Shikra, Tigris, and the log flume. Head into Jungala, and by that time it should be lunch. You got Chick-fil-A there. Also in Stanleyville, if you want to stay in Stanleyville, you have the steakhouse, the smokehouse. If you don't want Chick-fil-A or smokehouse food, a little bit further is Pantopia. You got the Dragonfire Grill, which you have many different choices of food. But yeah, start in the back. I would say start in Stanleyville and work your way back, because by that time, Congo, you might be in just about the afternoon part, around noon, where it starts getting warm. And you can ride the Congo River Rapids, get a little wet, cool down, then hop on Falcon's Fury and Phoenix Rising. Check out a show if you want to, the animal show. Then work your way up front to Montu, Cobra's Curse, Cheetah Hunt, catch the ice skating show, check out the the best thing to do is download the app so that way you can see all the animal interactions. It does have wait times, but I would not go by the wait times. Yeah, that's another way. You can either take the train or hop on the Sky Ride, go all the way to Stanleyville from the Sky Ride. See everything. You can see a lot of animals from there too. Yeah, it all depends. There are so many tips. I gotta make a video on tips. Best place to eat. Well, tips on where to eat, because it depends. Also, if you get like an all-day dining, I think you can eat every 90 minutes. You have an entree, drink, and a side. There are so many tips. First tip, though, get there at opening. Make sure you're there at the park by at least 9 o'clock in the morning. Anytime after 9 o'clock, the line to get into the park will be very long. If you get there at 9 o'clock, you only have maybe a couple of cars in front of you. And when they open up the toll at 9:30, you can go right in, get your parking spot, and be close to the front of the line. And I wish they would go back to doing this, but looks like lately they've been waiting until 10 o'clock to open up the gates and open up the security. So, yeah. They used to do it at like 9:45 and let you at least roam around the front area until 10 o'clock. And then they would drop the rope at 10 o'clock to let you into the rest of the park. But now it's 10 and then 10:30. So yeah, who knows what they'll have it next week. Um, so yeah, like I said, I'm starting to get unfocused and get a little tired. So I'm yeah, I have seen cars lining up at 8:30. I'm surprised, but when you have to drive about an hour to get there, 9 o'clock is good enough for me. Yeah, at least I'm up there, up close to the front. Um, so yeah, I will be popping in there tomorrow, more than likely, just to get some more updates about anything and everything. And I think I'm gonna try to get a few rides in on Iron Gwazi. I don't know, I might take in a show because the crowds look like it's going to be really crowded. Plus, I did get a new motor for our electric conveyance vehicle, our little scooter. And so I'm going to have to test out the new motor and see if I can make it around the park on a single charge. So, with that, I would like to say goodnight, guys. Keep riding coasters. Keep having fun. Love the animals. And until next time, shout me out when you start the video. LOL. You don't have to. All right, T-Get Dog. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking around with me. My eyes are starting. I need toothpicks. And with that, I'll see you at the parks.